Hey guys, today is June the 11th of 2018, and I want to go over Uranium Sector URA ETF using Double D Gann's price and time technical analysis. So please pause the video and read the video disclaimer. Alright guys, I haven't posted a video in a while, so please forgive me. I've been traveling and working on different projects and working on other stuff, and I've been trading crude oil. The energy sector has been going pretty good, but other than that, it's been pretty low-key and just being busy. So I'm taking this opportunity to do an update on the uranium sector. This video is for uranium bugs, uranium investors, and people that are heavily into the sector and want to know what's going on using technical analysis. So we first start off with our futures. As you can see, we've been in a range. You can see the waves, and last video, remember, we were in this consolidation pattern right here, and it sunk down and made a C wave, and now it's shot up. So you got an A, B, C correction, and then it shot up. Will it kiss up here and up here? It remains to be seen. Not ruling it out, but that's the price action, and that's what the futures is showing us. So right now is very bullish, a lot of buyers. You know, Trump has been saying something about coal, nuclear, and this chatter, and all these things have been passing back and forth in the media and in the news feed. So, you know, investors are saying, you know what, maybe this is it. This is the opportunity. If you've been watching my videos, I've been showing the cycles, the 7-year cycle, the 10-year cycle. Everything is lining up here. So there has to be some kind of catalyst that's just going to pop this thing. Is it gonna be now? I don't know, but I'm just showing you what I'm seeing. And if you've been following my videos, you've been seeing this thing develop. And the futures is showing very bullish price action. So let's go into the charts. As you can see, this is a buying level, which is at 1350. This is a selling level, 1528, and it's kind of chopping around here. My last video, the machine learning model I was using showed a forecast of May 14 as a swing high, and that didn't pan out because what I was looking for was something like this on May 14th and make a swing pivot high, even higher maybe. But that didn't happen. Maybe a double top, but that didn't happen. What happened was that it made this swing, this pivot high here, but not a swing high that I was looking for like that. So it was a dud. It was a failure of the model I was using. So just want to put that out there. But looking at price action now, we made a low on the 29th and then shot up on June 6th and made a high on Wednesday. If we put our lines, you can see that we're in a channel now, and we're at the extreme high, meaning if you are a bull, you don't want to be buying around here. You're buying at the top range of the channel. You want to buy at a discount. So wait for price action to go low, buy it at a discount, buy it at certain dates if it shoots lower, which I'll give you in a second, and then wait for it to shoot higher. We're at the 45 degree within the pitchfork of the swing high, swing low, so that's resistance. This indicator right here, which is purple and blue, showing that this is a projected price target, and it hit it. So that is bearish since it hit the target. We hit a high on Wednesday. Typically, statistically, URA makes a high on Wednesday. And, you know, if this is not the real high, then chances are then it's going to make a high on this Wednesday coming up. It could be another high, or it could be a fail new high and then shoot lower. Could be like a bear trap and bull trap, and then shoot lower, which is Wednesday. I'm looking for a swing low on the URA to happen anywhere between 618, 619, or 625, 626. And then that could be your buying area within this channel right here and shoot higher. Going into the Gann angle, you can see that we made resistance on that angle right here. There's a support level right here, which is that 1411, 1409. If you do the Fibonacci also, you can see that that level is key. If you have a daily close between 1409, 1411, below it, a daily close below those two price action levels I gave you, that is bearish, and I'm going to see price action go lower. In our fib, you can see that we hit the 61.8 and even pierced above it. And key level right here is that 1409, 50% level. Like I said, if you close below it, you're going to push lower, and it's going to line up with the analysis I have of URA making a lower low in the month of July. If we go into the Gann grid I have of January of 2016, the first impulse wave, and we zoom in, you can see that you're above the 1x4. You're holding support at the 1425, which is a 62.5% level, and you hit the 50% in time, which is at 611. So it remains to be seen what is going to happen today. Doesn't look like much looking at the price action, but I'm leaning that this is your swing high. And if this is not your swing high, this Wednesday coming up, the 13th, could possibly be your swing high, or, like I said, a failed new high, and shoot lower. Let's go to this other channel, and this is a closer grid, more fractal, from the November 9th low all the way to the February 15 high. You can see that we're here, and you're still above the 1x4, or below it now, but you pierced it, and you're trying to get above this. So that 1455 level, you want to keep an eye on it also. If it finds support, it could be that 1360. In this chart, it was at 1355. If you put the angles anywhere, if it's going to respect the pitchfork, 1379, around there, or if it's going to blow through it and find support on this channel, anywhere between the 1355 all the way to the 1340 as a swing low buying opportunity right here. And lastly, I want to go over this chart, which is right here. This is the gem. I'm going to start off with the projection line I have, cycle projection line. As you see, it's pointing lower, and it's been pretty accurate following it. There could be some little fluctuating of price away from the projection line, but it's pretty close. Here, actually, what happened is that the price came down, projection was up, and it was a pivot cycle, and it turned, and now it went up. So we'll see, but the forecast is for a swing low on the 24th, 25th. So I wouldn't be buying URA or UEC or any uranium stocks. I'll be waiting for this date, and like that channel, it could probably even blow it, because this is like a wave. It was like a wave 2, 1, 2 building up. So I wouldn't be buying it. So that's my first analysis on that. Second, similarities. here, and this is a similarity from 2017 price action. You can see that right here we made a high on the 6 in 2017 and made a high, and it pushed all the way lower, all the way to the 25th. So I'm looking for price action to push lower and then push higher in the month of June and July. So that's a swing low for a possibility to get in. And I'm taking it by month. So this is a price action for June. We'll figure out July. July says that statistically makes a higher swing pivot high, so we'll see. Next, let's take this out, and this is another similarity, and you can see that it makes a high on the 11th and then pushes lower on the 27th. So this is a little further out, but they're clustering pretty close. This is the 25th and this is the 27th, but that's pretty close, if you ask me. So that's it for looking at the past. This is stuff I do, the kind of analysis I do to figure out what URA is going to do. And this is for like every other instrument that I do too. Looking at harmonics, you can see that within the harmonics, if we get closer here, let's close this so you can kind of see what I'm seeing. Let's bring it over here. We put a swing low here in the harmonics, and right now we're entering on the 11th, which could be 11th, 12. This is the 11th today. I don't have today's price action. Could be your high, and then your swing low with harmonics confirm the 25th. So remember that 25th that I've been leaning on? Statistically makes a low on a Monday. That's why I'm leaning on the 25th. So the harmonics is confirming it. And the similarities I showed you and the projection line is confirming it. Just because it's pointing up doesn't mean, and it could invert too. It could shock all of my analysis and throw me off and make a high. But I'm leaning more that's going to be a low. That's the harmonics. And then from this here to here, harmonic-wise, you can see that we got this top over here. Over here was a pivot low and it sold off. And then we're on the top right here, which is the 8th, maybe the 7th. It made a high on the 6th, which is Wednesday. The next harmonic coming in is the 26th, 25th, actually, 25th. So even it's pointing down within this swing right here and here, you got the 25th. So a lot of stuff is lining up for a low in June. And then the Fourier string, which is something pretty fascinating. I use it a lot. You can see that we make a cycle high here and shoots low in the 16th, and then over here the 25th. So the 25th is a pivot, the 16, 14, 15 around there. But I'm watching more of the 20th, which lines up everything. And even though it's pointing up, you gotta think reverse. You're looking at it as a low. That's how you got to look at it. So that remains to be seen. And now in natural cycles, which is this right here, this brown line shows that it's topping off right here. You got a couple more days, the 11th, which is today, it tops off, and then it pushes lower to the 29th. So it's not really lining up. On the 25th, the 29th so it's pretty much this whole week, the Friday, it's saying it's going to be a low. And this is using the annual and decennial cycle right here. These fast annual and mid cycles, this red and blue, they're pointing down. So both of these are pointing down. This one kind of bottoms out to 22nd. This one bottoms out to 29th, lines up here. And this red line right here going back, jiggering like this, a little thicker, that's 7 years ago. And it's pointing that it's going to go and make possible low the 20th or the 27th. The low was really the 20th or the 19th, around there. So you got to look at the past and see what it's done. Price action around this time, and this is what it's showing. Let's take that out. There's anything else I got to show? I think that's it. A 15-minute video. So to sum it up, I wouldn't be buying uranium here. UEC, any of those uranium stocks, I wouldn't be buying it. I will wait for a pullback. And like I said, watch the 18th, 19th, or the 25th, 26th, and in some cases the 28th, 29th. But somewhere in June and within the last 2 weeks, and I'm leaning more on this cluster right here, there's going to be a swing low. That could be your opportunity to buy it within the channel, or even if it pushes lower. And once you see price action go up, get in, and it's going to make a high in July, anywhere between the 4th, 11th, 18th, and 25th. That's that. Hope you like this video. If there's something else you want me to cover, you're interested in me looking at it, I'm going to probably do some videos on crude, because I'm really liking the price action and the cycles and where we're at right now. So that might probably be one of the future videos I'll be doing on crude oil. Next video I'll be doing will be the spot price of uranium, to see how that's going compared to the ETF and in the sector. So I hope you like this video, and I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on the uranium sector.